If you only watch one video about The Bachelorette this week, make it this one. Because what is happening tonight on ABC changes the entire future of this franchise, and most fans have completely missed it. We are not just getting a little preview special. We are getting 18 former bachelorettes in one room, spilling tea, giving advice, and welcoming a lead who has never set foot in Bachelor Nation in her life. And the things I found out about this season, about this woman, and about what is coming on March 22nd are going to make your jaw hit the floor. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so here is what we are covering today. Number 1, I am telling you exactly what to expect from tonight's Before the First Rose special and why it is so much bigger than people realize. Number 2, I am breaking down the most insane contestants on Taylor Frankie Paul's cast, including one man who was literally engaged to Lana Del Rey. And number 3, I am giving you the hot takes and predictions that Bachelor Nation is already arguing about. This is the channel where we break down reality TV with zero filters and zero chill. So if you are new here, welcome, and buckle up because it is about to get really good. All right, so let's talk about who Taylor Frankie Paul actually is, because if you are not caught up on her story, you are going to need this context to understand why this season is such a massive deal. Taylor is 31 years old. She is a single mom of 3 kids from Harriman, Utah. And she did not get here by going on The Bachelor and handing out roses for 5 seasons before getting her shot. No, no, no. Taylor built her entire platform on TikTok as part of the Mom Talk community, which is this group of Mormon moms in Utah who went completely viral for pulling back the curtain on their picture-perfect lives. And Taylor was the one who blew the whole thing wide open when she revealed that she and her then-husband had been involved in what she called soft swinging. That admission went nuclear on social media. It ended her marriage, it turned her entire life upside down, and it made her one of the most watched, most talked about women on the internet. Then Hulu came calling with The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which became one of the most binged reality shows of the year. And Taylor was the breakout star. She was announced as our new Bachelorette on Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy podcast back in September 2025, and the internet absolutely lost its mind. And here's the part that makes this truly historic. Taylor Frankie Paul is the first Bachelorette in the history of this franchise to have never appeared on a single season of The Bachelor first. Not once. She never competed for a rose. She never got sent home crying in a limo. She just lived her life on TikTok and got a phone call that she apparently thought was a prank. And I haven't even gotten to the part that broke the internet yet. Okay, so tonight's special. Let's get into it because this is not your average preview episode. ABC scheduled The Bachelorette Before the First Rose to air immediately after the Oscars tonight. And that placement is not an accident. They are literally using the biggest night in Hollywood to funnel tens of millions of viewers directly into Bachelor Nation. This is a power move by ABC, and honestly, I respect it. So what actually happens in this special? 18 former bachelorettes all came together to share behind-the-scenes stories, reflect on their own journeys, and offer advice to Taylor. We are talking about everybody. Trista Sutter, who started it all back in 2003, Kaitlyn Bristowe, JoJo Fletcher, Rachel Lindsay, Hannah Brown, Tayshia Adams, Becca Kufrin, Andy Dorfman, even Joan Vassos from the Golden Bachelorette. This is basically the Bachelor Nation Hall of Fame showing up in one room, and it is giving reunion energy that we did not know we needed. Now I need you to focus because this part changes everything we thought we knew. 6 former bachelorettes did not show up. And the reasons behind some of those absences are actually really telling. Claire Crawley said she was super sick, but also admitted that revisiting her season would mean rehashing things from 6 years ago, and she called that a hard pass. Which, honestly, respect. Michelle Young was dealing with serious health issues after her honeymoon got cut short. And then there are others who simply did not explain themselves at all, which is giving us drama we are never going to get the full story on, and that is somehow even more interesting than if they had just shown up. And here's the thing about what the 18 women who did show up are giving to Taylor. Because this is not just a feel-good moment. These women know what it is like to hand out roses on national television while the whole world judges every single decision you make. They know what it is like to be the villain in your own love story. Some of them found their person, and some of them did not. And now they are all sitting in a room looking at this 31-year-old single mom from Utah who has never done any of this before, and they are telling her what they wish someone had told them. That is actually kind of beautiful when you really sit with it. But okay, let's talk about the men. Because oh my goodness, this cast. We are talking about 22 guys competing for Taylor's heart. Ages ranging from 28 all the way to 43. And the range of these contestants is genuinely something else. You have Clayton Johnson, 36, from Nashville, a singer-songwriter, already calling himself a lover boy, already planning romantic surprises, and oh, by the way, his ex was Lana Del Rey. Yes, that Lana Del Rey. He was reportedly engaged to her. So this man has dated one of the most iconic women alive, and now he is showing up to the Bachelorette mansion to write love songs for Taylor Frankie Paul. I have so many questions, and I know you do too. I know. But wait, there is one more thing. You also have Trenton Merrill, 35 years old, from San Juan Capistrano, California. And Trenton is a 3-time Paralympian. This man has competed at the Paralympics 3 times, trained at the highest level of adaptive athletics, and now he is stepping into this competition saying he is chasing a gold medal of a different kind. And I am not crying right now. You are. There is also Conrad, 32, from Santa Monica, Stanford MBA, startup founder, described as having golden retriever energy, which is genuinely everything I want in a Bachelorette contestant. And Brad, a self-proclaimed cowboy entrepreneur whose best friend is literally his horse named Gus. Rod, 35, a 17-year military veteran who also mentors foster kids. Brandon, a single dad from South Dakota. And Doug, an ocean lifeguard and surfer from San Diego who can also ride a unicycle, which is a skill set I did not know I needed on this show, but here we are. And the filming locations for this season are giving us everything. They started in Agora Hills, California, then went to Steamboat Springs, Colorado, Las Vegas, Miami, and the season finale filmed in St. Lucia. So Taylor Frankie Paul went from the mountains of Utah to the beaches of the Caribbean, and I am deeply jealous of her entire life right now. Also, Jesse Palmer himself said that Taylor's season feels completely different from any previous lead. Not a little different, not kind of different, completely different. And when a host who has seen everything this franchise has to offer says that with that kind of energy, you have to take it seriously. And then there is something in the season 22 trailer that I cannot stop thinking about. There is a moment where Taylor takes all of the roses away. Not some of them, all of them. Which means at some point she hits a wall, decides the traditional rose ceremony rules do not apply to her, and just blows the whole thing up. Which is completely on brand for a woman who blew up the Mom Talk universe and then turned the wreckage into a hit television show. This woman does not do anything small. And okay, so you think that was the twist? Oh, honey, no. Because this is only the preview special. The actual season does not even start until March 22nd. Whatever she does in that trailer is just the beginning. Also worth knowing, The Bachelorette has moved from its traditional Monday night time slot to Sunday nights for the very first time in Bachelor Nation history. So they switched the day, they switched the lead type, they switched the casting model entirely. ABC is burning the old rulebook and starting completely from scratch with this season. And I think that is either the smartest thing they have ever done or the beginning of a very chaotic era. Honestly, probably both at the same time. Okay, now here's what I actually think about all of this, and I am going to be real with you. Taylor Frankie Paul is the most interesting casting choice this franchise has made in years. Maybe ever. She is not a polished reality TV veteran who knows how to smile for the cameras and say all the right things. She is a woman who has been through a very public divorce, built a brand out of her own chaos, and talked openly about things on social media that most people would never admit to, even in private. She is divisive. She is complicated. She is real. And that is exactly what this franchise has needed for a very long time. But here is my hot take, and I know some of you are going to come for me in the comments for this one. The Bachelorette franchise has been running on nostalgia and inertia for years. The formula was getting stale. The leads were starting to feel interchangeable. The drama felt manufactured. And putting someone like Taylor in that lead seat is either going to completely reinvent the show, or it is going to expose just how rigid that format actually is when you put someone in it who genuinely refuses to follow the rules. Because Taylor did not build her audience by playing it safe. She built it by being messy and honest and unapologetic. And the Bachelorette format historically rewards people who are kind of put together and emotionally available in a very specific way. Taylor is emotionally available, but in a chaotic, authentic way that does not always fit neatly into a 2-hour primetime package. So the question I keep coming back to is not whether she will find love. It is whether this show can actually contain her energy, or if she is going to burst right through the entire format. And the men matter here too. Because when you have Clayton Johnson, a guy linked to Lana Del Rey, competing alongside a 3-time Paralympian, alongside a cowboy whose entire personality includes a horse named Gus, you have a cast that is not going to sit around and behave. These men know who Taylor is. They watched Mormon Wives. They know what they are walking into. And men who walk in fully aware of the chaos tend to either thrive in it or completely implode on camera by episode 3. My prediction? Taylor makes it to the final 2 and does something nobody expects. Whether that is choosing nobody, choosing someone the audience hates, or doing something in the finale that ABC has literally never aired before. She has already proven she will blow up the rose ceremony mid-season. I do not think she is going to give us a tidy storybook ending, and I think that is going to make this the most discussed finale in years. I have to know where you stand on this. Drop a rose emoji in the comments if you think Taylor genuinely finds her person this season, and drop a broken heart if you think this ends dramatically and completely unresolved, because I have a feeling this comment section is about to be a war zone, and I am here for every single second of it. All right, let's bring it home. Here is what you need to know going into tonight. The Bachelorette. Before the First Rose airs tonight, right after the Oscars on ABC and Hulu, 18 former leads reunited to send Taylor into her season. 6 did not show up, and the drama around those absences is already a whole conversation. The full season premieres March 22nd on ABC, Sunday nights, with 22 men, including Lana Del Rey's ex, a 3-time Paralympian, a cowboy with a horse named Gus, and a cast that is going to make this the most chaotic rose ceremony in Bachelor Nation history. And here is what I will leave you with. This season is not just a television show. It is a test of whether this franchise can survive being truly disrupted by someone who does not care about the rules. I genuinely do not know the answer yet, but I cannot wait to find out together. Next week, I am doing the full Season 22 premiere breakdown. The limo entrances, the first impressions rose, all the drama from March 22nd. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a single second of it. If this video gave you everything you needed going into tonight, hit the like button on your way out. It helps more than you know. I will see you next week, and do not miss the special tonight, right after the Oscars on ABC.